We are live. Welcome to episode 41 of the High Slot Podcast, brought to you by our producer, Mass Music Radio. I'm here today, as always, with the boys, Bob Deuce.
How are we?
Snipsky.
Yes, sir.
And myself, Andrew Coco Curry. How we doing tonight, boys?
Oh, buzzing. Got all the fucking, the whole trio here.
Yeah, first time.
Buzzing. No headphones. We're just out here just ripping it. I love it. Like Coco, there's no delay or anything. This is just going to be a great episode.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it and happy to be in the studio for the first time with you boys. This place is nice, dude. I feel like I'm in like John Adams' headquarters here.
We pretty much are. Yeah, we can see Quincy College from here. You got a good view of everything. Quincy Center. It's dark out right now, but it's a nice view. I love it.
Yeah, I feel like John Adams and Abigail Adams are probably getting freaky on this table at time.
But he's going to start sniffing the table.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking horned up over here.
Yeah, I'm going to like swipe up some samples to take home.
I was actually thinking about this earlier for some odd reason, but imagine sex back in like the 1800s and how vile that must have been.
Dude.
Just like not showering for weeks. Just, filth, full beaver, no shave.
Yeah, I was going to say, dude, there's bushes everywhere, dude.
I don't know how they got through that.
Mr. and Mrs. Bush.
Yo, that I think that English king was it King Henry. There's like 17 of them, but I think like the most famous one died of like an STD.
Yeah, I think he had like 20 something wives or something.
Yeah, like maybe 20 STDs.
Yeah, and then he had like his pubes looked like Osama bin Laden's beard.
Comedy.
Yeah, definitely weird times to be in if you're back in the 1800s. Couldn't imagine it. But yeah, happy to be here with you boys. I don't know if you can tell by my voice. I've been a little sick, not feeling too well, kind of feel like shit. So pardon my voice tonight. I think I got long COVID, is that what they're calling it now.
Long COVID?
Johnny Taves has it.
I should have brought my mask. Jeez.
Yeah, I had COVID 3 years ago. I think I still have it.
Oh, that's what they're trying to say?
Yeah, they're saying like there could be like long effects of COVID. Like if you have it.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know.
It's the Biden administration. Like, no, it's still out here. It's long. It's long now.
So
trust me.
I'm self-diagnosing myself with long COVID. So yeah,
I had short COVID. Not too long ago.
Some might be calling this my Jordan flu game, but I'm here in the flesh tonight. And I'm happy to, get another episode with you boys. We got a big one for you all you beauties out there today. We're going to start with a little hockey talk. Then we'll do our final regular season Mass High School Hockey Roundup before we head into the state tournament. And finally, we'll finish with our weekly gambling corner. You boys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it. As always, we got to start with the Granite Grind. So it's now officially official. The Granite are dancing their way into the playoffs. Babson took care of business against UNH, which solidified Quincy College's spot in the NEIHC playoffs. Bob, how's the team feeling?
Yeah, we're going to send some flowers to Babson, that's for sure. Yeah, the boys are buzzing. We had a good practice tonight. Everyone's just so like you can tell like everyone's just so like bought into the team like ever since the second semester and all that. 6-0-1, haven't lost in regulation past like month and a half. We have like the most confidence like I've had any team I played with honestly in my career. Everyone's so close and tight knit as of right now, and like Friday night 8 p.m. We're playing Anna Maria, number 1 seed. We're number 3, playing number 1 and American Division, going at it at Babson. So it's gonna be an absolute tilt. So we're looking, just gearing up for it. Looking forward to it. The boys are excited.
Yeah, it's really been something special to watch this team just come like full circle. We went through some growing pains in the first half, and now we're just finally clicking. I mean, we've been red hot during the second half of the season, 6-1, and getting hot at the right time as we head into the playoffs. And I'll tell you this, the Granite are not going to be an easy out. I'll tell you that. I mean, Anna Maria, they do kind of have our number. They beat us twice in the regular season. They were both winnable games in my opinion, but none of that matters because we're a completely different team right now. And, when we look at how we were in the first half of the season and how we are now, it's not even the same team.
Dude, it's
you
night
think
and day.
It's just different players wearing the same jerseys or something.
I know, dude. It's night and day, man. Like we were fucking like such a like if you came to one of our games, you'd be like, damn, like who's running this team?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, we were like, we put pucks in the net, but like we just like we'd score and then like whatever, be up 2-0 or 2-1, whatever the score is, and then we'd bury a dude from behind, stick in the face, like just super undisciplined penalties to the point you'd be like, all right, do I want my kid watching this game?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It was honestly tough though. Even as a player on the team, I was like, all right, what are we doing here? Like, what's the direction of this program? And then just like we just flipped the script like right after New Year's, New Year, new team, decided just rinsing teams left and right, playing like team hockey, and just like we just clicked, man. Just clicked.
Yeah, there were definitely some tough games early on in the season. I think that might have driven some fans away.
Yeah.
But the style we played was not it's not the right type of game to play, just taking 20-something penalty minutes a game and getting into scraps left and right. I mean, it's all fun and games, but in the end you want to win. And I think Coach Gibbs said it best tonight. It's not like the coaches made any like significant like strategy changes. It's just been the team and coming together, being a tight-knit bunch, and really just putting their mind to the task and being like, hey, we're going to go out and get it done. We had a path. Coach Kyle was saying it all year. It wasn't an easy path. And I didn't even know if that path existed at one point.
No, it didn't.
I was like, Kyle, what are you talking about? I'm like, I think statistically we're kind of out of it, but
we took the detour.
Yeah, we definitely took the detour.
We took the scenic route.
The scenic route. Having to win 6 of our last 7 to get in. But here we are, semifinal matchup versus Anna Maria on Friday night. It'll be 8:15 puck drop at Babson Skating Center in Wellesley, and that's only a 20-minute drive from Quincy. So if you want to come out and support the boys in their playoff matchup on Friday, we'd love to have you there.
Yeah, I mean, what do you say, man?
I was gonna say no, nothing. But I was gonna say a couple road stews away.
Yeah, right. A couple 2-3.
Yeah, in Bud Light terms, it's probably like 2.5 Bud Lights maybe. But if you're drinking hard shit, it's probably like half like a Žveka bottle.
Yeah, whatever's your drink of choice. Have a couple, come on down, see the boys. I mean, the goal is to make it to Sunday, but gotta take care of business on Friday first.
Absolutely.
So yeah, looking to drop the hammer on the league here, maybe take home a league championship, hang a banner at Quincy Youth. That'd be something special.
Sure, put the hammer right in their foreheads.
I don't know whose hammer, but
I don't have a hammer. Someone else has to do it, not me.
Yeah, not mine. I'll tell you that. But yeah, that's the Granite Grind this week. Playoffs, it's do or die, one and done. So looking to take care of business against Anna Maria, get a little revenge on them from earlier in the season. And looking at the schedule, I don't think they've played in about a month or so. So I don't know. I think they might be a little nervous if I was on Anna Maria. I know I'd be. I don't want to see the Granite in the playoffs.
Like the thing is, like we can't be nervous because we
got nothing.
Like
to
who
lose.
the fuck are we? We weren't even supposed to be in this. Like, dude, like it was supposed to be like what Gibba said. He's like we came and just fucked this all up. Like. You know what I mean? Like it was supposed to be UNH, Anna Maria, Maritime, and Babson, like it is every year.
Yeah.
It's always the same 4 every year. We just came in and just messed it up, and that's why, like, you know what I mean? Like we got nothing to lose really. We go in there and just like play our game.
Nothing to lose. The first year program, the Motley crew just coming in and wrecking shit. And hopefully we can put the exclamation mark on the season this weekend. All right, why don't we move into some NHL recap from the past week, starting with the Boston Bruins. So since our last episode, the Bruins have gone 3-0 with wins against the Predators 5-0, Islanders 6-2, and the Senators 3-1. Boys, what's your thoughts on the Bees lately?
Man, they just keep on rolling. Like every time, so like the DeBrus like injury, like whatever, like even the beginning of the season when they we didn't have Marchand, McAvoy, all those dudes, even Grizzly, like. Everyone was like, oh, man, like, what are they going to do? Like, you know what I mean? Everyone just has, like, a question mark. Everyone's like, all right, is this team going to be the team that we think it's going to be? You know what I mean? Everyone thought they're going to be a dumpster fire at the beginning of the year. And then like, well, obviously they just, like, rinsed every team, and even without a full-strength roster. And then, like, the DeBrus thing, everyone's like, oh, like, damn, we're going to be down, like, a forward. Who's going to step up? Craig Smith on the first line. Guy has 4 goals in, like, 36 games or something like that. So it's like, but everyone just, like, buys in. Everyone just steps up. And, like, we're so deep right now. You know what I mean? And, like, they were talking about on Felger and Massey, they're like, oh, yeah, so should we get, like, another forward or something like that? And it's just like, dude, like, this team, as of right now, like, it's so good up front. Like, why the fuck would we make a move up front? If anything, we just need a defenseman. You know what I mean? Like, a bruiser defense. Like, we keep on saying this. I feel like a broken record every time I talk about this fucking team. Because it's like, there's nothing much, like, different to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, they're just, like, they're just playing steady hockey. They're just, like, one, like, piece away, like a defenseman. Away from being, like, in my eyes, like a team that's, like, built to win. You know what I mean? What do you think, Vinny?
I bought in officially to the Bees when they beat Dallas, because Dallas is
they're a tough team.
Yeah, the best
First
team in the West.
Central,
Best in the West. So I mean, yeah, like you said, there's nothing like. I don't want to be like a broken record, but they have a very favorable like schedule coming up too. Like even the West Coast swing's not that tough. They're playing Vancouver coming up, and they have Seattle, which they're gonna be horny to get.
Yeah, that's a revenge spot.
Yeah,
for
that's
them.
it. Yeah, and I guess like Seattle's been like
They suck right now.
bumps in the road because they're probably looking ahead to Boston too. Like think they're too good, but they're definitely like taking a step back. I believe they got Edmonton, Calgary. I think they could sweep that West Coast. Edmonton's been like letting up 3-goal leads left and right. I thought I had. I put a bet on them against Avalanche up 3-0 going in. They screwed.
You can't trust them.
That was.
Yeah, I picked the Rangers in that game or whatever.
That was a tough one.
I had money line puck line on that game, and I was like, and then I saw they were like down 3-1 or 4-1 at one point. I'm like, I'm going to bed, dude. What the fuck? And then I wake up, and then Vinny like texts me, and I text the group chat or whatever. And the next morning, he's like, dude, the Oilers, you kidding me? I checked. I'm like, yo, they blew that 5-4. I mean, I'll take the 1-1, bud, but Jesus.
I thought Vancouver was bad blowing leads. I think Edmonton's worse.
Yeah, they 2 games in a row.
But like, I think the goaltending is just that. All right, we're going off the rails. This is about the Bruins. But I think about the trade deadline. I don't want anything like crazy. Like if you're gonna give up a 1 and a 3 for Gavrikov, I think that's kind of reach.
That's too much.
Hey, you know what year he got drafted to, by the way? 2015.
15? He's up there, yeah.
Well, I'm saying, like...
He's a UFA, too.
Don Sweeney's got to chill out chasing these 2015 draft picks, like trying to right wrongs or something.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but like, if you give him 1 and a 3, like, he's probably the number... Werenski on the Blue Jackets might be the number 1, but Gavrikov gets, like, the most ice time on the team, and he's not really he's just a stay-at-home guy. He like blocks a lot of shots, but a 1 and a 3 though, like I'd give up a 3 and a Grizzlick or something. Like you know what I mean? Like
dude,
swap
I want a Grizzlick off the team. In, like,
swap a guy out. Like you're gonna have a logjam there eventually, or like I keep Grizzlick and then get like ship Carlo out. Carlo's a weak defenseman.
He's
for
one
size.
concussion away from just being in a wheelchair. Like he's that dude has taken so many concussion hits.
I'll take it like a Grizzlick's usually with like with McAvoy, which is they usually like on the same boys. Yeah, which I'm cool with, but like I think we just need to toughen up. I like a Luke Shen I would like because you don't have to give up a lot.
Right, yeah. It's tough to sit back at the trade deadline and not make moves when like other teams around you are. Like New York's making moves, Toronto's making moves, Carolina's been a lot of buzz about them landing someone. But it's like, what are you gonna add? The team's been so good. It's like you don't want to throw a wrench in like the chemistry of this team. Like, Gavrikov, to be honest, I've never even heard of this guy before. Like his name's been mentioned in these trade rumors. So like, who knows how good he is? And giving up a first and a third is kind of a stretch for him. I mean, I'd give up a first and a third and maybe a couple prospects for like a Jacob Chikrin.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's something I'd be down for. But if we're just gonna go out and get a guy just to get a guy, like I don't think it's worth it because the team's just been so good. I mean, and it's really been downplayed how good the Bruins are this year. They're 43, 8, and 5, and nobody really seems to be talking about them, and that's fine with me. I love it. Don't talk about them. Like, don't put the focus on us. People are sitting here talking about Toronto, New York, Carolina. Keep talking about those teams and just let the Bruins kind of fly under the radar here because I think they're just that damn good. I don't think there's really anything they need to do.
Because the thing is right now, like I was talking about them, dude, we're not like every week we're not like being like it's never anything new. Like every time we're talking to them, we're like, they just need like a bruiser defenseman, but other than that, pretty good. Like it's not like what the fuck was that?
It's kind of boring.
But, dude, they're 3-0. They're 3-0, like whatever, and they played like some fucking dog shit Islanders team. You know what I mean?
Like it's the thing is with the 1 and 3, if they don't want to give anything up, it's more about the depth. Like someone's bound to probably get hurt within the next month.
That's the thing. Yeah, injuries are going to come into play.
No, but like not with like veteran. If like a Carlo gets hurt,
it'd be like a Morgan Riley's next guy.
You need like a veteran.
My boy's
defense. You need a veteran defenseman like that's like you can rely on to go in there once Grizzly gets pounded in the first game.
Which everyone knows it's gonna happen.
Yeah, he's gonna get. Or Carlo's just gonna look like a baby giraffe out there when he gets up. Dude,
Grizzlick has the worst playoff stats of all time. Yeah, like he's tough. Was he like dash 30 something? Like it's like something insane. He has like a crazy amount of dashes. No points.
Yeah, I think he's only on the team because of McAvoy. If they weren't like boys from college, I don't think Grizzick would have a spot on this roster.
No, 100%. It's like politics. It's like having a youth team and only keeping like friends together just because.
Boney Josh.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, it's like I'm saying, like it's like having like coaching like a youth team. And like it's like you have two friends on the same team just because they need a carpool and it'd be an easier carpool.
It's like, oh, you got to take your son's friend, right? He's got to be on the team.
Yeah.
They're in the same class together.
Yeah, no, it's like the dad that goes up to the coach when he's like scouting the kids. He's like, "Hey, you see that kid over there? You take a look at him. Make sure you watch him."
It's his own son.
Can't even skate.
He's running on skates. Like,
Slips the coach a 20 across the table. He's like, yeah, just take a closer look at him.
Yeah.
Coach's like, all right, guy.
Carpool. The carpool is good.
The gas money isn't cheap.
yeah, for real.
But yeah, so it's just the same old story with the Bees. They just keep on buzzing, keep on winning, and that's fine by my book.
Cup or bust. That's it.
It really is cup or bust with
raising the cup, not getting.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm sick of losing.
If we go to another final and lose, I might just.
I can't take.
Watch out for Carolina.
Yeah,
they're playing just as well. I saw them in the Stadium Series, and I'm like, that was the horsecock lock I've ever seen one.
Dude, they were locked down in that game. It was insane. Like I know the Caps didn't have Ovi and shit, but like, dude, like I don't think Ovi might have got like one goal, obviously because it's Ovi. But like, dude, they were locked.
No, Ovi's out.
No. So I'm saying I said if he played.
I thought you said he did.
No. I know he didn't play, but if he played, he might have had like one goal maybe. But like they locked down the Caps. Like the Caps like didn't even deserve to be on the ice with them. It was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good teams that are going to give the Bruins a run for their money, but I'll take our guys versus anyone right now. I mean, I don't see any moves that need to be made. I think Sweeney's going to pull off something, but I just hope we just don't like give up too much for a depth guy if that's what it's going to be. If we're going to make a big splash, make a big splash. But other than that, just kind of let the boys keep doing what they've been doing all season long, and that's winning.
And we can't give up any more money, man, because we still got to pay pasta.
Yeah, no cap space.
Well,
yeah.
we have
it's
to.
like, bro,
it'd be like a rental.
No, I can see Sweeney being dumb and being like, "Oh, we're gonna make a huge splash," and then we just like throw a bunch of money at someone that shouldn't get that much money, and then we just fucked up the pasta thing, and then like next thing you know, our fucking rebuild in the next year or two is gonna be even more painful.
We would already have Gavrikov if we had a cap space. We have to.
Yeah,
we're trying to move Craig Smith, but nobody wants him.
Yeah,
so like he already went through waivers early in the year, and no one claimed him. He just ended up back in Providence.
Bro, no one takes anyone.
And this is what we have. This is what they have to do. It's so sad. We have to attach like a third round pick to him.
Yeah.
So people will be like, "All right, I'll eat the salary. Yeah, we'll eat the salary. Thanks for the pick." And then they're just gonna tell Craig Smith to go home once they get the trade, and then we'll get the Gavrikov. That's what we have to get, like $5 million off the cap. Or something, so we can afford.
Seems like a lot for.
Dude, imagine getting waived and then you're just like on the team still, and then you just know they don't even want you there. Like the boys probably want you there because you probably just like no one, like the players don't give a shit.
Management,
management, like do you know when you walk in, it's just like fuck, like Robbie's still here, like that fucking plug. You know?
Like what is it? The pregame meal, like he walks in and like Sweens is there, like. Sweens is just like looking.
Hey, what's up, Craig? Good morning. He's like, he looks at Cam, and he's like, Jesus, this guy's still here. Like,
yeah, no, he's just like looking away. Like Sweens, like, yo, he walk in. Oh, Jesus Christ!
No one took him yet.
All right, let's move on. Talk about some other teams. As we're coming down the stretch, there's only about 20-something regular season games remaining for each team. So let's play a little game here called Legit or Quit. I'm going to name some potential playoff teams, and I want you guys to tell me if they have a legit chance at making the postseason or if we should quit on them. Let's start with the Florida Panthers. What do we think about the Florida Panthers currently sitting in a wild card spot? Think they're legit, or you think we should quit on them?
What do you think, Vinny? Because I'm kind of on the fence with that right now.
They're in a wild card spot right now. I would pull up the standings just so I have something to look at.
All right, so Vinny's pulling that up. I'll just say like. From what I've seen,
I guess he was
like they're like so up and down. Like they'll win 7-2, lose 7-2. Like they're not like obviously there's a reason why they're in the wild card spot. They're just not consistent. But they do have a good roster. You know what I mean? It's like kind of like, that's a huge question mark because I know for our preseason preview we probably had them in a playoff spot, but I don't know what it is, man. They just like I think it might be defense because I think Radko Gudas is like one of the. I mean, yeah, they have Ekblad, but he's not really consistent either. He's always hurt. I wouldn't be surprised if he's hurt right now. But I don't know. I think they should be in the playoffs. So I'll say they're legit. Like have a chance to make the playoffs because like they have the roster and they have like the veteran status of like they have the goaltending like Bobrovsky, but Spencer Knight wasn't the guy this year. But Bobrovsky, like good goaltender. They have fucking Barkov. They have a lot of good vets on the team. Kachuk, he's no stranger to the playoffs and knows how to make a playoff push. You know what I mean? So they have good leadership. So I think they have a chance of making it.
I'm gonna say no. It's too tight. Wings. I had high hopes for the Wings, so I don't think they make it. Buffalo's right up their ass too. Senators have been playing better, so I'm gonna say no. Quitty.
I think the Panthers are legit. I think they just got off to a slow start, and that's kind of why that's why they're where they're at in the standings right now, like barely hanging on to that last wild card spot. But like Bob said, they got a good roster. Goaltend can be hit or miss. It's like Bobrovsky, Spencer Knight. Like, who are you gonna go with? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't really think it makes a difference. But
Yeah, they're not really doing
But
that.
no, like Matty Tkachuk's been having a great season. He's really leading that team first year in Florida. I like the Panthers. I mean, they had that hell of a come from behind win against the Bruins, and that could be a potential first round matchup for the Bees.
They know
And
exactly. Yeah.
I don't know if I'd like that. I don't know if I want the Panthers in the first round. That's a tough team to play. They're gritty. Kachuk is like that gritty motherfucker who's gonna
You don't want to play. Against.
get under your skin. Yeah, I don't like that. And
Him and Marshy, like that. That's gonna be crazy if they play.
and they
each
have
other.
some crafty guys. I think the Panthers are legit. I think they get in.
Yeah, I like because the whole thing about like the whole playoff bubble right now is just like I agree. Like I think the Panthers just have like that, like they're the veteran presence and they have the leadership. You know what I mean? Because Barkov's a hell of a leader and like Kachuk's an absolute rat.
They had some injuries too. I think Ekblad was out for majority of the season
Yeah, he's
early
always hurt,
on,
dude.
and he's back. So
Yeah.
they got a good roster top to bottom. Yeah, Panthers are legit in my opinion. Want to move on to another team, Snipsky. I think you mentioned them, the Detroit Red Wings. What do we think about them?
I like the Red Wings.
They're hot right now.
Yeah, like Dylan Larkin's on fire ever since the All-Star break. I think they're legit. Honestly, they're gonna be like who made it last year that was surprising. But I was gonna say that they were on the up. Oh my god!
Jesus
if I could
Christ,
talk,
spit it out, bud.
Yeah. No, they were on the upcoming last year, and now I think they're gonna make it this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't because the thing is, the preseason preview also was like a swing and a miss. I said they're gonna fucking win the Atlantic. Suck on that, but yeah, I don't know. Like I agree with Vinny. I think they have what it takes to make the playoffs for sure. Like, but the thing is,
Stevie Y.
Yeah, Stevie Y, the Stevie Y project. But I don't know. It's gonna be tough to compare them to the Panthers because the thing is like the Red Wings don't really have that presence. You know what I mean? Like they don't have like that veteran presence in the locker. I mean,
they're still pretty young.
they're young. You know what I mean? They still kind of learn how to play in the NHL and how. I mean, they do have like some veterans, but like I don't know. We'll see. They're still young. I wouldn't be surprised they go either way with them. I can see them barely missing it again.
Yeah, I just don't have any faith in it's so tight, man. And Pittsburgh's there, and they've lost 3 in a row, but I just think that the Wings.
I want them to make it.
It could
I
be
do
the
too,
year.
but-
It could be the year.
I think you got to quit on the Wings. I mean, they're hot right now. If they can keep up, how they've been playing, they might have a chance at getting in. But Bob, I agree with you. I think they just lack the veteran leadership on that team. Husso's been good, but they don't really have a backup to give him a break. I don't even know who their backup is, but whenever Husso's not in net, they don't really have a good chance to win.
Nedeljkovic or
He
whatever?
got sent
No,
down. I
no.
forget who they're
It's
rolling
not
with
Grice,
now.
is it? No, Grice
But
is somewhere else.
yeah, I just think the Red Wings are too young. I know we're all big on them in the preseason. I just don't think this is their year. I think next year for sure they're in the mix, but for this year I'm going to have to pass. What about the New York Islanders? Currently sitting in the first wild card spot with 67 points. They just got their guy, Bo Horvat.
He's been killing it too.
Yeah, he's been all right.
I love the Islanders. I think they're legit. I was watching them actually earlier before I came here, and they're playing Peg, and they have everybody and their mothers out tonight except Horvat, Brock Nelson, and I'm trying to think of who else.
Andrews Lee.
Yeah, they have I think Andrews Lee was playing, but I think there was one more guy, but everybody else is injured.
Barzell.
Yeah, Barzell's out. They have a couple. They can't even put any more guys on the IR. There's 3 other guys. I think Beauvillier's on the IR.
He got dished.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
No, I'm sorry. It was somebody else, but they have a bunch of guys on the IR, and they're playing nasty. Like, Sorokin's the real deal.
Sorokin's having a nasty
I
year.
love the Island, and they still hold the spot, like, in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure there's a wild card still right now, and they have a bunch of guys out still winning games. They could. I'm about to check the score of that game and see if they won.
I want to say quit on the New York Islanders, but there's one reason why I'm going to say that they're legit, and it's Ilya Sorokin, and he's probably top 2, top 3 best goaltender in the league this year. I know his stats aren't as good as Allmark and some other guys, but look at the team he's playing on. Look at the amount of shots he's facing each night. He's bailing them out left and right. He's the real deal, and he's the only reason why that they're in a wild card spot right now. But Bob, I got a stat for you you're not going to like. So since the Bo Horvat trade, Bo Horvat's played 8 games. He's got 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points. Pretty solid. But Anthony Beauvillier in his 8 games has 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. So did they really upgrade much?
Well,
They gave up a lot for Bo Horvat to get their quote-unquote guy, and they really haven't been playing that much better since they've gotten him. They had some bad losses to the Canadians, the Sens, and they lost to the Canucks after they made that trade with them. That's a bad look. That's a tough look.
That's
So the Islanders beat Peg tonight 2-1.
That's a big win for them.
Missing Oliver Wahlstrom, Matt Barzal, Cal Clutterbuck, Josh Bailey, and John Gabriel Peugeot.
That's a gutsy win for them.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were going to win that game tonight. I thought Winnipeg for sure was going to.
They got a lot
of
lucky bounces off the post.
Yeah, but so the whole thing what you said, Coco, about the whole Bo Horvat and Beauvillier, whatever the comparison, I never agreed with who the fuck they traded him for. You know what I mean? Whoever they gave up for Horvat, I didn't agree with that at all. I think
it was a lot.
Yeah, they gave up a lot. They gave up a lot of assets.
It was like a goalie.
Yeah, and whatever, and
It was
couple
like a
picks.
top prospect, Ratu. I guess he's
Yeah.
supposed to be pretty damn good.
No, but the thing is, Horvat, isn't he's good. He's not it would be different if they brought him in and he's just fucking stinker,
Stud,
right? You know what I mean? So,
but he's actually playing for something. They're going to the playoffs.
Yeah, no, exactly.
No.
Even before that, when he was playing for the Canucks, he wasn't killing it. Even though the Nucks were a dumpster fire, Bo Horvat was out there fucking getting 1 and 2 every night. Not every night.
He's got 30 plus goals.
Yeah,
this year.
dude, he's been fucking killing it this year. So it's I don't know. I've been big on Bo Horvat for a while.
For everybody in the league, you knew he was going to trade.
I'll give Bo Horvat the benefit of the doubt too, because he was playing on a Vancouver team that's run and gun, let's score a shit ton of goals, and now he's on the Islanders, who are probably the most boring team in the league to watch. They play that just defensive minded. Let's go out and win a game 2-1 like they did tonight. So I think his stats are definitely gonna take a hit.
But Horvat, he's good at playing in that system too.
Yeah.
Because that's the type of player he is. He's flash, but he can play deep.
His stats won't be as good, but I think he's still gonna contribute for them. But yeah, I just think they gave up a lot. I mean, and it was a little questionable too that he was gonna be a free agent, but they did sign him for 8 years, so I guess the trade was worth it.
Yeah, no, I think
got that guy of the future.
Exactly. No,
pair someone with Barzal kind of take some pressure off him, who's been their only offensive weapon. Now they add another guy just as deadly.
No, but to answer your question, I think they'll make it just because the whole Sorokin and
he's too good.
Yeah, and they have a lot and dude, the veteran presence in that locker room. It's all about the veteran presence and your leadership because they got Horvat, who's technically a captain.
Yeah,
whatever.
Right? He's a second captain.
Anders Lee. Great captain. I know for a fact he's going to lead them well.
Notre Dame boy.
Fucking Brock Nelson, Savage. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Palmieri. They got some vets.
Dude, they had so many guys in that locker room that have played playoff hockey, dude.
Yeah.
And they rise to the occasion. So I think they'll make it.
Wait, they play college hockey?
No, I think they just went straight to the NHL, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the Islanders at all. They're just boring. I hate watching them play.
I never watch them play unless they play the Bees.
But if they're in the win column, that's all that matters.
Yeah, 100%. That's all. That's really all it is.
I got a couple more teams for you guys. What about the Pittsburgh Penguins? Currently sitting on the outside looking in.
I gotta I can't say quit here just because of who they have on that team. I mean, it's an aging team, but
it's all about the veteran
oldest team
presence.
in the league.
No, I know, but they're old. You can have a few guys, but they have a whole line.
That's got to have some effect down the stretch here. Long season, coming down to the end, but wear and tear.
They're gonna sneak in. I just have a feeling. They have to. I think they have to make a move. At the deadline.
They need something.
They make a couple moves.
Yeah. I mean,
again, another team, no cap space.
Yeah,
they got nothing. They signed Malkin and Letang to multi-year deals, and they're both 35.
And
towards the end of their careers.
I just don't trust Jari, like their goaltending either. Like,
He's hurt. He's been hurt like
Yeah, he
all
just
year.
came
and he's
back.
just, I
He
don't
didn't look
know.
great.
He just I don't know.
And DeSmith hasn't really been doing much. So
I gotta say, quit on the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah, I know.
Man. I hate
never-
to say it.
I'm like
but
talking
I love the
myself
Pens.
into it.
I love
but
the Pens. No, because the thing is, I love their coach. Sullivan.
Sully.
I love him because I think he just like he's so like he's such a good like hockey mind and stuff like that. So like my whole like thing about them is like they have the coaching, dude. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
kind of have like all like
They got everything. They got guys who've won a cup.
yeah, they have a
coach who's
great
been
coach.
there,
I think it's their
like,
goaltending, bro. To be honest,
defense is kind of weak too.
Yeah, but you got to be able to stop a fucking puck, though. That's
Yeah.
the thing. You know what I mean? If you're almost as good as your weakest link. If your weakest link is your goaltending, you're fucked. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
the Jari injury was a big hit to them, and then they were rolling with like DeSmith, who just wasn't getting the job done. I gotta say, quit on the Pens, and what really like led to this decision was I saw an interview with Crosby the other day, and they're just asking him like, "Yeah, Sid, like how you guys feeling down the stretch here?" And he just seemed deflated. He
Yeah.
was just like, "Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see if we can get in." Just like sounded like a dead man, deep down inside.
Because-
Like, I
and
think
he
he
knows.
realizes that they have no chance, and
Yeah.
it sucks because like talk about like the Bruins, the window closing. Like I think the window is slammed shut on the Pittsburgh Penguins after this season,
Yeah,
especially if they don't get in the
I
playoffs.
told you guys I didn't like that Letang signing. It's just gonna handcuff you.
I mean, I love
6
Letang,
years.
I love Sid, I love Gino, I love a lot of guys in that team, but they're just not getting it done, and
You
you hate to see it, honestly.
You know who owns that team and owns the Red
Yeah.
Sox. So
John Henry.
I don't think he's spending any money. Sorry, Pittsburgh.
Hey, fucking LeBron
Yeah,
James
look
probably
at
had
the
some.
Red
Like,
Sox.
Yeah.
if LeBron
They
James
won't
is
pay any of this.
Cutting
superstars.
costs.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, get ready. You'll be. That's
Dude,
why they signed those guys long term, so they didn't have to spend any more money.
dude, if LeBron James, the king cancer of sports teams, if he has some hands or some money in your fucking organization, you're fucked.
Kiss it
It's
goodbye.
a portfolio.
Yeah.
We've talked about a lot of teams in the Eastern Conference because that's where the tight races are right now. It's in the East. The West, a lot of teams are kind of solidified, but I wanted to mention one team. That's the Calgary Flames. What do we think about the Flames?
You want to go first, Coach?
Yeah, that's your team, so you can go.
I'll go first because this one's easy for me. Quit on this team, dude. They stink.
Yeah.
I mean, my preseason pick to win the cup, they came out the gates firing. They looked like
They were nasty.
They
at
looked like
first.
they'd be the consensus best team in the league, and then I don't know what the hell happened. Shit hit the fan. Jacob Markstrom went from Vezina
Hero to
candidate
zero.
goaltender to beer league backup. Dude, guy stinks. the Flames are just done. They don't have enough just offensive firepower, chemistry, whatever you want to call it. Kadri's their guy, and he's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but he's not a guy who's gonna lead the charge for you night in, night out. He's a role guy.
He's a second line guy.
Yeah, and then they gave him the bag this offseason, which I was like, all right, that's a good addition, but they didn't seem to improve anywhere else around them. Huberto's lost his touch. I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah,
to him.
what- I was
But
gonna
from
look
100
at-
points
It's 'cause of
last year.
it's 'cause
He's
of
got
Barkov.
maybe
Barkov
50.
gave him a shit ton of fucking points last year.
So yeah, I'm out on the Flames.
Yeah, I'm out on them too because
Stink.
dude, they're 4 points behind the second wild card, and the Wild have been looking good lately. And obviously the Oilers are they're making it.
Yeah.
And the Oilers McDavid and Draisaitl are going to carry them into the
yeah,
playoffs. So
Oh yeah, they're all.
yeah,
Done.
the Flames are all done.
The
Yeah.
Flames had some terrible losses too lately. They lost to the Flyers the other night. Lost to the Wings, who are hot. They lost to the Sens. Lost to the Wings again. They're just not beating these teams who are middle of the pack. You have to beat those teams if you want to get
They
in.
are the top. So they go down. It goes Minnesota Wild, no Colorado, Minnesota. Then it goes Calgary, and then everybody underneath Calgary blows.
Yeah,
It's Calgary's the best shitty team.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're
the Predators
best,
stink, Blues
worst team.
stink,
the
Canucks
best.
stink. Yeah, this is bad. Yeah, the West blows, bro.
Yeah, the West is not really.
That's why I
much to
said
talk about
Edmonton.
there.
When we did that, I knew Edmonton's gonna walk in
Yeah,
the
they'll
playoffs.
get in.
That's you look at the West, all the good teams are gonna get in. But there's a lot of crappier teams in the West
Yeah.
than there are the East. It's a tight one. The Jackets, they're pretty much oh, good looks, everybody, go win your games. We're gonna
We'll
just
get
suck.
Bedard.
We got 41 points. You got 10 more points than us, dummies. We're getting Bedard.
Yeah, dude. Who you think would win the toilet bowl, dude? The Blue Jackets or the fucking Ducks? Who you think would fucking 7-game series? Who's got that one?
I'd have to go with the
that.
Jackets, but I don't think I'd watch a
Jackets
single
because-
game there.
Yeah, Johnny.
I don't know. Ducks got the fucking goaltender.
Nah, but that, Nobody else.
The
is
Ducks
on
are
that
literally
team.
letting up like 50 shots a game.
I
It's
know,
bad.
dude. They're so
It's
bad.
Yeah, Zegers is just worried about how many fucking Michigans he can do.
How
in
many
one
kills
game.
he
How
gets
many
in the
broads
weekend.
he's gonna wheel after the game?
He goes on TikTok.
too worried about what
Yeah,
his
no,
hair looks like.
Zegers is that kid that just like can't get any ass because he's such a douchebag.
Yeah, maybe that's honestly not a bad take.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes up to a girl and he's just like,
Yeah, I'm
he's
Trevor
just like,
Zegers.
fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just like, you're a
Wait,
loser.
you don't know who I am?
Yeah, he's
Get
just a
lost.
loser. He's,
Yeah.
still
Lose my
he's
number.
still a virgin.
Born again virgin. All right, I got a couple quick hitters for you guys before we move on. Connor McDavid became the 5th fastest player to reach 800 career points. New York Islanders Matthew Barzal is week to week with a lower body injury. Expect to be back sometime before the playoffs. The Carolina Hurricanes defeated the Washington Capitals 4-1 in their first NHL Stadium Series outdoor game at Carter Finley Stadium. And the St. Louis Blues have traded their captain Ryan O'Reilly and veteran forward Noel Acciari to the Toronto Maple Leafs in exchange for a 2023 first-round pick, 2024 second-round pick, 2023 third-round pick, and forwards Adam Gaudette and Mikhail Abramov. Any of those topics you boys want to touch on before we move on?
Dude, that trade just gave me a fucking headache. No, but
That was a mouthful.
Yeah, that was a fuck. I'm surprised you just ripped that.
That's a lot of picks for a guy who's like 35. Though.
Got a hattie. Got a
Yeah,
hattie
hattie
though.
last
No,
night.
dude. Me and Coco said in the group chat, dude. Matt people was saying he's fucking washed. I'm like, dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like Ryan O'Reilly, he's a fucking killer,
He's
man.
a gamer.
Yeah, dude. He'll go. When he knows like he's gonna has to perform and like step up, he steps up. Because dude, he's playing for the Blues that like were kind of like they're on the decline this year. Like they started off kind of hot and now they were kind of dwindling off, and then they just like sold a bunch of pieces in the trade deadline. And Ryan O'Reilly's like, oh shit, like Canadian boy going back to Toronto, a team that actually has a legit chance to make it out of the first round this year. Probably not. Fuck you guys. But the thing is like he goes and you just like despite all the haters, I don't know if he listens to that bullshit, but he goes out there and gets a fucking hattie, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's ready producing
He's
right
buzzing.
away.
Wait until he gets the Toronto flu playing for the Leafs.
But
Well-
I don't like that as a Bruins fan, bro, because if we end up seeing him in the playoffs and like he's buzzing like that, because he's a Bruins killer, man.
He is.
He's
yeah,
fucked
it's
us
not
up
a guy I want to
times, so,
see.
yeah.
But I did want to congratulate the Toronto Maple Leafs on their first round playoff victory.
Yeah,
That was very
yeah.
impressive by them. Hard earned.
Well, they gotta beat.
Well deserved for them. It's been a long time coming for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So congratulations on that first round playoff victory.
Bring out the dancing lobsters.
You guys deserve it.
Not so fast. You guys have to beat Vazzy. I don't know about that. We'll see.
Vazzy's gonna be counting cards.
I don't know. Do you see those Toronto fans on Twitter, dude? They said they already got out of the first round. So
Oh, congratulations.
I don't know why, dude. Like, if I was like, so if the Bruins like could make it out of the playoffs for like whatever 24 years straight.
my mouth would be shut.
Oh, I
until-
wouldn't say shit, dude. I'd be like, no, like whatever. Like I'd always be like super,
Yeah.
just like you know what I mean, like close to the chest. These idiots over in Toronto are like, oh yeah, like we're fucking blah blah. Like I can't wait to. Like I'm gonna get a tattoo on my leg, dude. Like Stanley Cup champions. Like yo, you guys literally haven't won a fucking playoff series in like 20 something years.
It's like, when are you gonna learn your lesson,
Yeah.
old man?
yeah, for real.
So yeah, the Leafs made a big splash. I did want to just touch on that NHL outdoor game, the Canes Caps. That was a pretty good venue out in Raleigh, NC State's football stadium. It was a big turnout. Snipsky and I were playing a little chow watching it. Jake Owen had the after the intermission, a little performance. That was
Jake Owen's a
nice.
savage.
And then the next night actually was even a bigger game. It was UNC versus NC State, a little club hockey action. That place was packed. That was
Yeah.
something special to see.
Yo, dude, I saw you tweet. I didn't see it until like a day after. You got mad love on that tweet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you were
the
like-
response to
Yeah.
the Hockey House Pod.
Yeah, so the Hockey
shout
House
out Hockey
Pod.
House Pod covering all things club hockey.
Yeah, so like Coco tweeted being like, because like Hockey House on Twitter was like, yo, NC State UNC game, in one game,
Yeah.
like out attended 2 D1 college hockey games, like the Frozen
Frozen,
Fenway, which is insane. Like, Coco goes, oh, as a Boston fan, like I'm pretty much like embarrassed by that, but like as a club hockey supporter, that's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, whatever. Like, and you got a lot of love in the tweet too. And I was like, damn. Like when I saw that,
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
didn't
that's
expect
a
that
crazy
to blow
fact,
up like
dude.
that. Yeah.
But dude, as a club hockey player, I love to see that though.
Yeah,
Because,
that was awesome.
because the thing is, man, like ACHA, CHF, dude, whatever like club hockey you play, like whatever level you play, it's like really fucking like it's good hockey, man. Like
Yeah,
there's kids that like aren't good enough to play D3, but like they're still good hockey players, regardless of like their schooling. Like if they have bad grades or just like whatever get cut, man. It's good hockey to watch. It's fun. It's affordable hockey too.
It was awesome to see that turnout for the UNC NC State game. The place was bananas. It looked like place was an absolute zoo. What was it, like 40,000 people?
Yeah,
came out to
dude,
see
there
a
was
club
mad
hockey
people,
game.
dude.
Imagine playing in front of that crowd.
Dude, I would be toe picking.
Yeah.
Yo, those UNC jerseys, though.
Nasty.
Yeah, those are sweet.
They got fucking pumped though. They lost 7-3 or something. NC State.
Yeah, NC State did beat them up pretty badly. But yeah, just to see that from the club hockey perspective, that was awesome. Because you're like UNC, NC State, like they have hockey programs, and you're like, not like NCAA programs, but club hockey, CHF, ACHA, like it's legit. It's legit, man. The game's growing, and you just really love to see it.
Yeah.
All right, boys, so we've made it. It's officially Wagon season. The Mass High School Hockey regular season will come to an end this week, and this Saturday will be Selection Saturday as the MIAA will be releasing the seedings and matchups for the state tournament. We'll do our weekly recap, and then we will announce our official commitment as to which teams bandwagons will be joining for this playoff
I
run.
should have brought hats.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say.
I was thinking about, I'm like, do I have any like gear of any of these schools that I can like bust out for this? That would have been sick, but unfortunately I don't. All right, let's start with D1, where thanks to its dominating play over the past week, Hingham has taken over the number one team in this week's Hockey Night in Boston Boys D1 Top 20. The Harbormen beat Lincoln Sudbury 5-1, and then had two very impressive wins at the Buddy Ferreira Classic, taking down Bishop Feehan 5-1 and Arlington Catholic 6-0. They faced resurgent number 13 BC High in the Buddy Ferreira final on Thursday. Previously number one, St. John's Prep comes in at number 2 this week, despite their loss to number 3 Catholic Memorial that clinched the Catholic Conference title for the Knights. Will there be a rubber match in March between these two teams? That would be something crazy to see.
We got to go out to that one.
And St. John's Prep will host number 14 Reading on Monday, and will close with number 11 Franklin on Wednesday. CM, which had a 1-1 tie with number 4 Pope Francis on Saturday, closes out their regular season with Winchester on Wednesday. Definitely a team to keep an eye on is number 5 Arlington, which knocked off Belmont in a key Middlesex League tilt. The Spy Ponders have Woburn Monday and then Braintree Wednesday to close out their regular season. They appear to be reviving things up for a strong postseason run. And lastly is number 6 Marshfield, who had back-to-back 5-1 wins over Pembroke and Whitman Hanson to finish a perfect Patriot League slate this season. A pair of non-leaguers await for them. They got Waltham on Tuesday and number 7 Xaverian on Thursday. Boys, any thoughts on that action before we announce our bandwagon commitments?
Yeah, I'm surprised that Hingham's number 1.
Yeah, St. John's Prep's owned that number 1 seed basically all season long, but Hingham, man, They've been hot this week, a couple big wins, and yeah, deservingly so. They got the number 1 spot as we head into the postseason.
Flavor of the week. I don't know.
The Harbormen.
I don't know about that one.
The Harbormen.
I like what I'm seeing from Arlington. Number 5, I think they're kind of slept on. Looks like they're getting hot right now, and I love the Spy Ponders mascot. So that's a team I could potentially be going with. And got to give a shout-out to Marshfield. First of all, I didn't even know they were in the Patriot League. They're newly joined to the Patriot League, but yeah, they went undefeated in Patriot League action this year. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We know the Patriot League. We played in it. It's an absolute
Gritty
gauntlet.
Yeah.
And to go undefeated throughout the regular season in that conference is not an easy task. So, boys, let's hear it. Who are we committing to for your bandwagon for the D1 postseason?
I'm going to go with a old school pick here. I'm going to go with the CM Catholic Memorial.
My pick, too.
Yeah, because the whole thing, dude, they're back.
They're back.
They're back. They're fucking back.
About time.
They had a couple hiatus years. They kind of went on a little hiatus. They're coming back. They're going to retain the crown. I think they're going to come back. They're going to make some noise. They're going to retain the crown.
Malden Catholic have their time. CM's time.
CM back on top?
Yeah.
History repeats itself.
Yeah.
It's gonna come
You
back.
boys are both hopping on the Knights bandwagon?
Yep. Staying consistent.
They were definitely up there for me. We've talked about CM a lot this year. They're definitely back. St. John's Prep seems like an easy one to make here, but I don't know. Losing that number 1 spot could be a good thing for them, could be a bad thing for them as they head into the postseason. Maybe like all the eyes aren't on them anymore. I'm going with the dark horse. I mentioned them. It's Arlington. I'm going to go with number 5, Arlington, the Spy Ponders. Don't quote me on this, but I believe they went to the state finals last year. So I think they might have, some unfinished business there. So I'm rolling with Arlington. I think, they've kind of been slept on. They've had some big wins, beating some tough teams. They play in a tough conference. So Arlington, hopping on the bandwagon. Let's go Spy Ponders.
Spy Ponders.
Arlington and CM at the Garden.
Would love to see it.
Spy Ponders versus the Knights.
Yeah, right. Those are 2 mascot names.
All right, well, I'll move on to D2, where Tewksbury remains in the top spot in the Hockey Night in Boston D2 top 10 with another big win this week over Division I Winchester 3-0. The Redmen close out the regular season Wednesday against Wilmington. Number 2, Canton had an impressive week, beating Bishop Feehan 5-3 and avenging an earlier season loss to Franklin, beating the Panthers 2-1 in overtime. The Bulldogs finished the regular season Tuesday against Boston Latin. Number 3, Duxbury started the week with 2 wins over Boston Latin and Archbishop Williams. The Dragons moved on to the semifinals of the Buddy Ferrer Classic, but lost to BC High 2-1. After a heartbreaking 4-3 loss to Medfield in OT, number 5 Hopkinton rebounded in a big way, winning the Farley Dickinson tournament with wins over Linfield and Martha's Vineyard. And of course, number 7 Silver Lake had a strong showing this week. The Lakers beat number 10 Plymouth South 2-1 in a tough battle, and also beat Bridgewater Raynham 7-2. Boys, what do we think about the D2 action?
I'm just gonna get my pick because everyone in the whole world already knows my pick. Silver Lake Lakers.
The Lake Show.
The fucking Lake Show, dude. 2-0 this past weekend. They beat a number 10 team. Number 7 beating number 10, dude. I'm telling you. Those gritty fucks from Kingston, dude.
The football team on skates.
Yeah, dude. Just from the way they I know how they play. I know the type of team they are. They're gonna be built for the playoffs. Get pucks in deep, beat you down, man. That's what they're gonna do.
I like Canton. I'm really on the Canton wagon because we have history with them from back in the day, and it's just Tewksbury. I don't know. I
don't know much about this Tewksbury team.
That's why
I've seen a couple highlights. They're like gritty.
Yeah. They look good.
They work their bag off.
I'll go with those rich kids from Canton. I'll take it.
Snipsky, I'm joining you. I like Canton. Yeah. We've had some history with Canton. We always know that they're a tough out in the playoffs.
Skill.
Beating a Franklin team that they lost to early in the year, I think shows a lot of growth with this team. I'm going to roll with the Bulldogs. Something in the water out in Canton. They just produce absolute specimens when it comes to hockey. So I'm rolling with Canton to get things done this year. I don't know if they won it last year. They were either in the finals or semifinals. They're going to make a run. And I got to go with Canton. Got to put my money.
I heard a couple of years
my mouth
ago.
is with Canton.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think both Canton women's and boys teams were in the state finals same day, and they both lost. It was like 2 years ago. I think it was like 2020. It was right before the COVID hit or something. It was nuts. Imagine that, dude. Jesus.
That's a tough way to go. The team winning.
Yeah, no matter what, you're not going to school the next day. If you win, you're not going to school the next day.
You're just pumped. Let's go. Both our teams are in the Garden, and then they just go and they both lose.
They both lose. I heard they were heartbreakers too. They're both just heartbreaking losses, dude. Imagine. Fuck.
So yeah, Snipsky and I announced I jumped off the Lake Show bandwagon a while ago, but
you're gonna regret that.
Maybe I will. Let's move on to D3. So as the regular season enters its final few days, Scituate, which last played on February 13th and defeated Barnstable 3-2, takes over the number 1 spot in the Hockey Night in Boston D3 Top 10. The Sailors open up Gould tournament play on Monday against Pembroke. Medfield moves into the number 2 position after edging Hopkinton 4-3 and defeating Assabet Valley 5-2. A non-league matchup with Northbridge on Wednesday closes out the Warriors' regular season. Number 3, Linfield, which has been the top spot for most of the season, bowed to Hopkinton 4-1 in the opening round of the Farley Dickinson tournament, but recovered with an 8-2 win against Hudson in the consolation game. The Pioneers also defeated Bishop Fenwick 4-1. Number 6, Watertown defeated Dighton Rehoboth /Seekonk 5-0, Stoneham 4-3, and Lowell Catholic 3-1, taking the Spartan Cup title along the way. And Hanover makes a reappearance into the rankings this week. Its most recent result was a 4-2 win over D2 Whitman-Hanson. Hanover rounds out the top 10. Boys, D3, what do we got going on here?
Anybody check up on Mike from Rehoboth after Watertown beat them?
After that rinse job?
Beat them.
I don't think hockey's too big down in Rehoboth.
Yeah.
Yo, I heard he was a season ticket holder over there.
Yeah, I think the Proby Bruins. I think you're talking about that. But so I'm in between two teams because remember we talked about earlier, like Hanover just making an appearance back in the top 10. You can't really count them out.
Sneaking back in.
We call them the Tampa Bay Lightning, a D3, dude. You can't count them out. And I mean, Situate just looks like they're just like rinsing teams left and right. Like I heard they're just running up scores and shit. So, you know what? I'm gonna be Joe Public here. I'm just gonna go with Situate.
You going with the Sailors?
I'll go with this. Even much I don't like them, I'm just making the smart play.
I'm going with.
I'm swallowing my pride.
I'm going with the team that's getting disrespected, Linfield. I'm on the Linfield bandwagon.
That's not a bad pick.
Yeah, they've been on top for most of the year. Now
this is the first time I think not in the one spot.
Yeah, so
Linfield.
They're probably pissed off. I'll take them.
Yeah, it looks like they were because they came back with an 8-2 win after that loss to Hopkinton. They bounced back in a big way. Linfield, they're looking to go wire to wire. Not going to happen, but again, that could be a good thing for them dropping out of the top spot.
That'd be the public bet.
The pressure's kind of off you there. I'm going to go with the dark horse here in D3, a team that I've watched pretty closely over the past few years. They went to the state championship last year, lost to Hanover. I think they're out for revenge. It's Watertown. The Raiders.
Yeah.
Not the NQ Raiders, but the Watertown Raiders. I'm hopping on the Raider bandwagon. Once a Raider, always a Raider.
But the thing is, too, the North Quincy Red Raiders, shout out them.
Surprised no one's hopping on that.
Yeah, no,
wagon.
but the thing is, I'm going to give him a little shout out here.
Coach Gibba in the playoffs?
Because I was talking to Gibba. It was the other night. I was talking to Gibba. I was like, oh, yeah, so what's it looking like for you guys? He's like, oh, yeah, we're probably going to sneak in again this year, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, the boys love playing spoiler. So whoever gets North Quincy, watch out. They're not an easy out. Like you have to trust me. Like me and Coco coached a couple of the kids during the fall before the high school season, and they got some players, man, that can definitely run you out the building. So shout out North. Shout out the Raiders.
Can't count out the Raiders. Can't count out Coach Gibba.
And
he's an all-time playoff coach.
Oh, absolutely.
He gets it done in the playoffs. He's good for at least a win or two.
Exactly. He won. He didn't win Coach of the Year by accident. So the thing is too, like North, they finished off strong, dude. They beat Quincy 5-4 at senior night. They've been rolling.
That's a big momentum win.
Exactly.
Beating a rival.
Exactly. So like they got a lot riding into if they do get in the.
I mean, I'm always on the Red Raider bandwagon by heart. And then I'll never be off of it. So, deep down in the heart, I'll obviously be pulling for NQ. But, state championship purposes, I think Watertown is my pick. But, we'll be pulling for the Raiders for sure.
We're always on the Raiders bandwagon.
Always.
Never had to question it.
All right, moving on to our last division here, D4. Norwell continues to dominate and remains in the top spot in the D4 rankings. The Clippers won 3 more games this week, including wins over Dartmouth, East/West Bridgewater, and Triton. They have one final contest against Lowell in the final of the Newburyport Classic on Tuesday. Number 2, Sandwich had a quiet week, playing just one game, beating number 8 Martha's Vineyard 3-1. They host the Jeff Hayes Memorial Tournament this week and will take on North Reading in their first game on Monday. Winthrop stays in the number 3 spot despite a split week. The Vikings' 8-game win streak was snapped with a 5-2 loss to Masconomet, but they rebounded, beating Peabody/Saugus. They'll close out the regular season on Tuesday as they host Dedham. In number 4, Nantucket lost its only game of the week to Nauset, snapping their 9-game winning streak. The Whalers will play in the Jeff Hayes tournament this week and take on Auburn in their first game. Boys, D4. I'll give you mine. It's Norwell. I've been on the Norwell wagon all year. I told you it's going to be Norwell Sandwich in the state finals, and if it's not, I'd be shocked. I mean, if there's no such thing as a safe bet, but to be a Norwell Sandwich state championship is almost as sure as it gets. And I think Norwell, with some revenge from last year, losing that double overtime heartbreaker, I think it's Norwell's year. 19-1 regular season. It's decent.
Is that good?
They're like the Bruins.
Yeah,
it's like, 3 more wins for Norwell this week.
Well, they just need a bruiser on defense. They got to make a splash at the deadline.
Yeah, I heard they're making a trade with Cohasset Hall this week.
Yeah.
Adding a depth defenseman.
A couple freshmen off the JV squad.
I don't think they have enough money in their cap. I don't know.
They got to get rid of one.
Yeah, so I'm rolling with Norwell. Really pulling for Coach Casagrande. Hopefully he gets his first state championship. He's been coaching a long time, had a lot of good runs in the tourney, and I think he's way past due to get it done. Go Clippers.
It was always Norwell. It was always Norwell.
You hopping on,
I've been
Snipsky?
on the Norwell bandwagon all. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
staying
you gotta be.
consistent. I'm not switching up.
I got a little bias there, but I just think they're the best team in
I
D4.
do.
Bob, you joining us, or you playing spoiler?
I'm playing devil's advocate.
Oh, no.
Sangy, you're gonna go with the
I'm gonna go. I'm pretty hungry. I like sandwiches, so
Oh, man.
I might grab a hoagie sandwich
Going
after this.
sandwich back to back?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, I'm just picking it just like so if they do play each other, like you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
you got a little something.
Dude,
little
if
side bet.
Noel loses, we're just gonna look like idiots. You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah,
could be Joe
no, Bob-
Public.
Yeah,
Bob-
it's tough being
No,
Joe
Bob's
Public
saying
picking the number
sandwich
one, but-
because he sees McNoses over there.
Oh, McNoses is fire. Oh, shout out to McNoses. We should be. I should be sponsored by
sponsor us.
them. Dude, I
the official sandwich of Bob's pre workout meal or something.
Yeah.
Buffalo chicken sandwich.
Yeah, so I ate a buffalo chicken sandwich and then work out and then I bleed out of my asshole for an hour. It's awesome. It's a great regimen.
McNoses is a hidden gem, though.
No, it's unreal.
Family owned market. They got the best sandwiches around.
Yeah.
Can't beat the prices.
I thought we
Take a stop in there if you're ever
I
in the
thought we
area.
didn't do no pay ads.
Yeah, no free ads. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I'll give them. They're the good people over there.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
give
dude.
it to them.
Dude, I go there so much. I walk in like the usual. I'm like, oh yeah, and then I do like the fucking Conor McGregor walk over, and then I grab like my Arizona iced tea, and then get rung up.
It's a great spot. One of
Yeah.
Quincy's hidden
It's
gems.
right down the street from my apartment too. It's unreal.
All right, well, there you have it. That's our final Mass High School Hockey regular season roundup. We'll be coming at you next week with some state tournament matchups. See who the boys are getting. Hopefully my teams get a little cakewalk for the first couple rounds. And yeah, we got to plan some boots on the ground for some of these games too. So gonna be some big tilts.
I'm going to the Lake Shows game. I don't give a fuck
Gotta
if you guys
pull
don't
for
want
the
to go.
Lake
I'm
Show.
going.
Yeah, I mean, the way the state tournament works now, it's not as clear cut as it was when we were back in high school, where it's like, all right, you reach the 20-point mark, you're in. Now it's like top 32 teams make it, and it's all based off like power ranking. So you can have like a losing record and still get in, like due to your strength of schedule. So it's weird because some of these teams are playing down to their last game, not knowing if they're going to get in or not. If they're like on the bubble, like 31, 32, 33.
Dude, it's
like,
literally March Madness.
yeah, it's literally, it's madness.
That's kind of nasty, honestly.
And like now you see all these like matchups you'd never see before. Like they're not grouped anymore. So it's like, South Shore team can be playing some team from Western Mass and having to travel like 2 hours because they're all home games up until semifinals is when they start doing neutral sites. So yeah, it's home games for the first like 2 or 3 rounds, and then which is sick to see. Like,
Yeah, that is nasty.
imagine home state tournament game, just packing the barn with all your classmates. Like you can't beat that.
Nothing beats Gallo though.
Yeah, no.
Like just like first round Gallo, you're shitting bricks as everyone's on top of you.
I love Gallo, but dude, so many bad memories.
Yeah, I know.
It's, it's the nicest rink around. It's just sick playing there, but I lose a heartbreaker every time I step into that damn building.
I think we won one game at Gallo. It was our junior year. That was it. But other than that, we just like fucking lose.
The Mansfield loss there stung bad.
Yeah.
Losing a sandwich last year in double OT when I
I
was
don't think I
coaching
slept that night.
Norwell. Like that was even like that was almost worse. Like, and I wasn't even playing. Just like seeing the looks on those kids' faces, I'm like, damn, dude, like they deserved it. They wanted it, and just puck didn't bounce their way.
Fucking Gallo.
Yeah, and then there's kids that are not playing again. That's even worse.
Yeah,
too.
it's like you have like one of two opinions on Gal. Like you love the place, like oh great memories there, or you're just like fuck that place. Like,
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah.
like
My
where dreams
last
go to
high-
die.
my last
I like
high
love
school game
hate.
was there.
I love hate there
fun.
because we won one big game, then we lost, and like you know what I mean. Just like, but like obviously when you remember the loss more than the win.
Yeah, exactly. Even like Brockton, like SAF, whatever ACF, whatever you call that rank.
Yeah,
like,
that's where I fucking dream
Canton
died.
win there was all time, but then losing the was it Plymouth South, Plymouth North, South
To end our career. Yeah.
Oh, I still remember that to this day. There was like 30 seconds left. I'm sitting on the bench. I just see a scrum in front of the net, and I just see the puck laying there. I'm like, no. Kid just taps it in. Selly's right by our bench. I'm like, you got to be shitting me. I was dead. Gib was like, all right, get out there. I'm like, Gib, this game's over, dude. Like, I was like, we just lost. My career is done.
I hit post at the end. I almost tied it.
Yeah, we did almost tie it, but I remember my head was just completely out of it. We had like an offensive zone face-off with like 10 seconds left, and like Mikey Finn, that savage, won it straight back.
And I ripped it and hit the post.
And I was like, oh my God.
Dude, I like honestly, I'm pissed we just brought that because I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna close my eyes and just remember me hitting the post with like 6 seconds left and my career was
It
over.
took me years to forget about it, and now it's right back fresh in my head. So let's move on from that.
Jesus Christ. Everyone's just like, damn, like, is Coco and Bob down bad right now?
It just got really
bad.
dark.
Yeah.
Real dark.
Damn.
Yeah, you got me
now.
thinking about my last game at Bourne and me skating out. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right, why don't we move on to our final segment, the weekly gambling corner. To recap last week's records, Bob led the pack, big bounce back week for him, 4-2. I went 2-3 again, and Snipsky 2-4. To update you on the Evander Kane standings, I remain in first, 45, 39-1, hitting 53%. Bob and Snipsky now tied, deadlocked at 37 and 44 apiece.
Told you the kid's a fucking choke artist.
I thought Bob was going to be a little nervous, but he said he wasn't.
I got ice in my veins. I got ice in my fucking veins.
So
Yeah,
what we
yeah,
got?
like-
You see my hand?
He
Dude,
goes.
I can do fucking surgery with this hand.
He goes 3
Brain
and 2,
surgeon.
1 out of like 6
4
weeks.
and 2, bud.
Or
Dude,
whatever it is.
look
4
it
and
up.
2.
Is
It's
that good?
been like 6 weeks. He's been under 500.
Wait, Vinny. Is 4 and 2 good? I'm not too sure. Is that good?
Nah, it's not bad
Yeah.
for the first time in like 10 weeks.
I've been like hovering around 50%. Like
That's
for the
all
past
you got
month.
to do. You stay around
I'm
500,
consistent.
you
I'm
stay in the mix.
consistent.
Bob was sitting in the basement last week.
consistently bad.
One big week, Bob's
I'm
right back
consistently
in
average,
it.
you dickhead.
So
Let's see what happens this week, then. Let's go.
Yeah, the pressure's on here. I'm only 7% above you guys right now, and I feel like it was like double digits not too long ago.
Yeah,
so
no,
my
you were
lead
rinsing
is
us.
dwindling. The Evander Kane Gamble of the Year award is not locked up by any means, and neither is the last place
we got
Goldberg
a
treatment.
long
So what do we got? I said there's like 20-something regular season games left, so that's about maybe 4 more weeks of picks, boys. And then, I don't know, is this just regular season?
I
Are we
was
going to
gonna
roll us in the
ask,
playoffs? Or
I'm down to do playoffs, too.
continue playoff series? We count that as...
Especially if it's still close as shit.
We might have to count playoff series as 2 points in the standings.
I like that.
We'll talk out the nitty gritty stuff when we get there.
Yeah,
But for this week's gambling corner, let's start with Thursday, February 23rd. We got the Calgary Flames heading to Vegas to take on the Knights. This game will be on ESPN. Snipsky, why don't we start with you? Flames, Knights.
Oh, Knights.
Snipsky right off the
Yeah,
bat. He's
yeah.
like Knights, no doubt.
Yeah. The first game, Flames got it earlier in the year when they were hot. Like now they're in shambles and they literally have a cone in net. And the way the Knights play, they just play the lockdown, like make you make a mistake, and then they, turn you over and.
Turn you over.
Oh, I mean, you're the one thinking that way, but I guess so. Yeah, turn you over.
Bend you over, barrel, show you the 50 states.
Yeah.
Bob, who you like in this one?
I'm gonna roll with Vinny here. I'm gonna say the Knights. Knights have been playing great hockey, and the Flames, you don't know what the fuck you're gonna get from them. So yeah, I'm gonna go Knights here.
Yeah, Flames. I hate that team, so I'm definitely not picking the Flames. Knights at home, definitely tough to bet against them there. Flames are playing tonight, so they got a back-to-back. They got a Vladar in net tonight. That means Markstrom's in net tomorrow. So
excellent.
that means over for me. I'm going over here. I think Logan Thompson's been out, and their backup they just called up Lauren Brosseau. So I don't know who's going to be in net for Vegas.
It says Aiden Hill right
Is
now.
it Aiden Hill?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, whoever he is. I'm going to go over. I think there's going to be some goals galore in
And
this one.
Vladar's been playing way better than Markstrom.
Yeah,
too,
so give me Markstrom in net. This one's going over. Let's move on to Friday, February 24th. We got the Colorado Avalanche taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Bob, why don't we start with you here?
This could be kind of a tough one to call, man.
No Cale Makar.
No killing my
Just a heads
cat.
up.
I
Yeah.
kind of like how the Avs are
But
playing.
the Avs have won like 4 or 5 in a row.
Yeah,
I
that's what
think.
I'm saying. I like the way they've been playing, man. Shit.
Jets just lost tonight.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Jets here because I think the Avs are kind of due to lose. If they're on a 3-game heater. I'm pretty sure the Jets are pretty good at home, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're great at home. They allow the least goals allowed at home in the league, and especially with Hellebuck's in net. I'm going to roll with the Jets here too.
Yeah, Helly's in net, so it's supposed to be.
Yeah, Jets off a loss. I'm going to roll with the Jets. I don't like the Avs as good as they've been playing. I hate the Avs deep down, so I'm not going to bet on them. I'm going to roll with the Jets, and I don't know if I told you boys this. I'd never announced on the pod. I announced on Twitter. During the All-Star break, I put in 2 future bets on teams to win the Stanley Cup, one from the East, one from the West. From the West, I went with the Winnipeg Jets, plus 2,000.
Jeez.
Wow, that's kind of
With
disrespectful.
Connor Hellebuck in net, maybe a Vezina winner this year.
Plus, it's hockey. Anything can happen. It's not
The
like
Jets
football.
at home are deadly. They're fighting for first place in their division. I like the Jets a lot. The value is great there, so I'm big on the Jets.
Yeah, are we a
down
Jets
the stretch
podcast
here.
now?
Yeah, Jets are my team. So I went Jets plus 2,000 in the West, and then the East. Unfortunately, I went with the Carolina Hurricanes. I think they were plus like 900. I was like, that's too good a value to pass up on the Canes.
Yeah.
So I got Canes and Jets. Obviously, I'll be pulling for the Bruins.
Imagine they
but
played each other in the
if
finals.
the Bruins don't get it done, I'm on the Canes. I'm a Caniac.
My
standpoint,
my
those are
pick
mine.
on this is going to be the under.
I like that.
O'Doyle's.
Helly. Yeah, the Jets don't allow many goals at home. I think the under is a good pick here.
Vinny's recovering.
Yeah,
Someone's gotta be that guy.
I just graduated from the halfway.
When are you getting your coin?
I got a ways to go.
Sipsy's fallen off the wagon a couple times.
Yeah, I'm off the piss.
Yeah, I got my 2-day
I'll
coin.
attend a meeting with you if you need it, Vinny.
I got my 48-hour coin.
Shoulder to cry on.
Let's move on to Saturday. We've got a double dipper Saturday, February 25th. We'll start with the New York Rangers at the Washington Capitals. This game will be on ABC. Not sure why this one's on ABC. Is this an outdoor game that I missed or something? Because ABC
I
usually...
think it's just a rivalry or
Yeah,
something. I think
yeah,
that's
some
probably what it
type
goes.
of-
Yeah.
something they're promoting. Yeah, so we got Rags, Caps. I'll start off here. Oh, dude, the Capitals have been so bad lately.
Yeah, they've been terrible.
so bad. Rangers have been playing really well, but Ovi is back as of today. So I think I have to roll with the Caps solely based off that. I feel like Ovi's gonna be a madman, back up, coming home from his father's death. Yeah, I think we could see a epic Ovechkin type performance. So I'm gonna roll with the Caps. Probably not a popular pick at all, but they need a win. They need it bad. So I'll go Caps.
Yeah, with the whole Ovi coming back and all that, and the way the Rangers can score, I hate because I've been getting absolutely boned by taking overs. I'm just gonna take it anyways because I think I'm just I don't know.
Back to the well.
Because Kemper stinks. You know what I mean? And Shesterkin hasn't really been he's having a good year, but he's not having. You know what I mean? He lets up goals too. So
He's let up. I looked this up the other day because I was going back and forth with some Rangers fans on Twitter about Shesterkin. Started a whole beef with that. But Shesterkin has allowed 3 or more goals in 7 of his last 9 starts.
Jesus.
Yeah, he hasn't been great lately.
The over's gonna be 6.5 though, so it's gonna be a tough one to cover.
Could be 6.
It might be 7.
6.5,
Dude.
yeah.
They might absolutely bone me and be like, oh, 7.
7.
You know what I mean? 7's impossible to cover.
Yeah, that's you need everything to go
it's
right.
not gonna be that high because
Have you seen those ones that are 7? You're like, bro, that's not gonna fucking hit.
It was the other night. It was Sabres and Leafs, and the finals was 6-3. So yeah, that one hit though.
That's crazy.
Thanks to Ryan O'Reilly. All right, so I'm on the Caps. Bob's got the over. Snipsky, what do you got here?
So 1 p.m. start, weird start for a game.
I didn't think of that either.
The Rangers are so good away, but Caps are desperate.
Gotta play some desperate hockey.
Yeah, and
Hungry dog.
And Caps won the first game of the season series. I'm just gonna go with the Rangers.
Rags.
Yeah.
I was gonna go
60
Rags,
caved.
but dude, I'm 0-3 picking the Rags. They've absolutely boned me. I love them. I love them as a team, but every time I'm oh, Rags, they just they'll lose. Oh, actually no, I mean the last time
They
I
helped
picked
you out
them.
in that Edmonton game.
Yeah,
last
but
week.
dude, that was just a
that was lucky.
crapshoot. That was lucky as shit. I got lucky, but
All right, the other game we'll be picking for Saturday night is the Ottawa Senators at the Montreal Canadiens. This game will be on NHL Network. Sens, Habs. Who we got here?
I like the Sens because they've been playing good hockey lately.
Sens haven't. Both these teams have actually been playing pretty well for teams who are under 500.
Dude, they beat the
or
Blues
right around
7-2.
500. The Blues are a dumpster fire.
And they gave the Bruins a 3-1 fucking win. I mean, L
I think
obviously.
Talbot's back. He's coming back after a 9-game absence.
It says Sogard, but I fucking doubt that.
Yeah, they'll go Talbot. Sens, if they get really hot, I'm talking real hot, hotter than the sun, they could sneak in a wild card.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be nuts. It's
They
pretty
have to win
far-fetched,
15 in a row.
Yeah. They're only actually 6 points out.
Yeah, but they need a lot of shit to
They
happen.
do. They need a lot to happen.
They need to win 15 in a row. They need the Panthers to not show up the games. You know what I mean?
So who gave a pick? Bob, did you say Sens?
Yeah, I said Sens.
Bob's on the Sens. I'm going to go with the over. I'm going to go with the over here.
That's my pick.
Sens have been scoring a lot. I think Montreal has actually been burying quite a few of their own lately, too. Montreal usually doesn't have a good goaltender in that, Jake Allen or Montembeault, so I like the over. Snips, you going with that one, too?
Yeah, I'm going to go with that. The Sens have won 3 out of the 4 games in this.
Have they?
Yeah, so it could be a Canadians.
Canadians at home are kind of sneaky good.
Yeah, and Montembeault.
Lately, I don't know about regular, like
I
full
like
season.
Montembeault in that too. Like he's sneaky. He gave Bruins.
Hopefully we
a
see
fucking-
Jake Allen.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
but yeah, I'm gonna go with the over because I'm scared to like pick either of these teams.
Dude, both teams are traveling too.
Really?
I think.
Coming
Yeah.
off road.
Yeah, because
games.
Canadians are playing at Philly and then they go back home, and then Senators are playing at Hurricanes and then go to Montreal. They both travel to Montreal, so it's gonna be like literally a toss up.
Yeah. That'll be a good game. A couple teams that are playing good hockey right now. Last pick of the week, Sunday, February 26th, we got the Tampa Bay Lightning at the Pittsburgh Penguins. This one will be on NHL Network. I'll go here. This one's tough because, I mean, you look at these teams really, polar opposite directions right now. Tampa Bay playing really well. Pittsburgh struggling. I think this is like the nail in the coffin for the Penguins. I think Tampa just
Dead.
like the wounded dog, like take them out back.
Old Yeller.
Yeah,
Old
put them
Yeller.
down like Old Yeller. I'm going to go with the Lightning. The Lightning usually do me well. They did not last week. I think we had a consensus on them and they lost. But
Yeah, they fucked us.
I'm going back with the Lightning. I think Pittsburgh's a wounded duck. I like the Lightning.
What do you think, Vinny?
I think I'm with the Lightning too. Penguins won the first game of the series, but yeah, like Coco said, Penguins are struggling. They're scrapping, but
I mean, they could be desperate.
Yeah,
like they need this
they
one
are
bad, but I
desperate.
just think Tampa Bay is not the team that
like the only thing that
is the right spot to bounce back.
Yeah, the only thing I could see screwing us over is if Vasilevsky's not in there.
Yeah, for some reason, if they give
And
me
then
off
they put
day,
in that fossil
Elliott.
And well, Jari's on the injury reserve still.
I think he came back last game.
Okay, but yeah, it's still listed here. But if
Yeah, he's projected to play on CBS Sports. It's supposed to, I know it's like kind of a while from now, but it said Elliott versus Jari.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Also,
so that's why my pick's gonna be the over.
Yeah, I like that one. Pittsburgh plays limited defense.
Over, baby.
Yeah, give the Lightning sniper.
I'm bringing
some
moonshine.
space.
I'm bringing moonshine to the prom.
Getting hammered.
I'm taking your sister to the prom, and I'm hammering moonshine with her. Put that
Hoping for
over. He's like, word.
Looking for some fun on Sunday night.
We're having
Lightning pens.
We're gonna have some real fun.
Oh jeez.
All right, there's the gambling corner this week. Like I said, every game from here on out matters. We got four weeks or so left of the gambling corner. We talked about continuing out to the playoffs. We'll come back to you guys with some details on that. But before we sign off, Bob, would you like to educate us with your fun fact of the day?
Yeah, a little bit of a segue from the Penguins pick. So apparently the Penguins had a live mascot named Penguin Pete. So unfortunately, it is a sad story. Back in the late '60s, Penguins owner Jack McGregor had an idea to use a live mascot during games. Penguin Pete came on loan from the Pittsburgh Zoo, and McGregor wanted to see if the Ecuadorian penguin can actually learn how to skate, which would be fucking sick. Imagine seeing him like ripping around. Like they ordered custom skates from CCM to accommodate a penguin's unique leg/foot structures. It didn't work out, unfortunately, and Pete ended up coming down with pneumonia. No. Because he was like, whatever, like just in like weird, a weird environment.
Wait, how does he come down with pneumonia? Penguins live in like the Arctic.
I don't know,
they?
dude. Maybe, like, not good for the immune system. And he was returned to Pittsburgh Zoo and died soon after he got pneumonia. Unfortunately, R.I.P. Penguin Pete. Dude, imagine if he was still like alive, dude. That's unreal. Having a live like you know what I mean? Like imagine the Bruins just had a bear. Like we had a grizzly fucking bear just did things on skates or whatever, and it's out there stick handling and shit.
It's
like
gnawing on some little kid in the fucking stands.
Dude, that'd be unreal, dude.
Like them. Oh, dude, what's the movie with Will Ferrell, Jackie Moon?
Semi-pro.
Semi-pro when the bear gets loose. Everyone remain calm.
Every man for themselves.
That'd be hysterical. Sweeney just like comes out with a bear like in between periods.
No, they
Thing
teach
gets
you
loose.
they teach you how to sing the national anthem.
I could see Sweeney like the bear just going wild and everybody, oh my god, and then he's just like dressed up like that cartoon character Elmer Fudd, just like shoots the thing out of nowhere, and everyone's just like.
I could see Neely just coming up and squaring up with the bear, just knocking it out real quick. Everyone's like bugging out. Neely's like, "No, I got this, guys." Just steps up, one punch, knocks out the bear.
No, even
He's
crazy.
Like, we're good here,
Dude. Even crazier the Florida Panthers match. They had an actual panther, like a cougar. Things like it's like like Talladega Nights, like fucking just like another Will Ferrell reference. He's just like, oh yeah, you gotta get in that car with that cougar.
The black.
Actually, I saw this on social media the other day. This was like a throwback video. It was an AHL team, dude. I can't remember the name of their team, but they brought out this like bird. It was like a vulture bird or something. Thing was massive. They brought it out for like the puck drop.
Oh, this was last year, wasn't it?
Was it last year?
No, I saw
and they couldn't tame it, and the thing's just like flapping around, and then it flies into the bench.
Yo, that
it's
guy,
like it's in the visiting team's bench, and the coach is like bugging out because the thing's like coming at it, and the coach is like, "Come on, get this thing out of here!" It's like a massive bird.
I think it injured someone too.
Yeah, and then you see the guy who's like supposed to be training it. He's just like clueless, like trying to like hunt down the bird, like calling it, like clearly not doing shit.
Yeah, he fell.
Yeah, and the guy ate shit. Yeah,
and then the thing like ran away.
No, because that's why he freaked out. At first it was fine, and then he just like.
Oh yeah, he was carrying it. Yeah, and he fell like.
And then that's when it bugged out because it was like, what the fuck? Like, why am I like, you know what I mean? Why'd that happen? The thing just freaked out and went into the bench.
Yeah, it flew into the bench, and it like kind of came at the coach, and you see the coach like running away from it.
Yeah.
And then the guy just like walks the thing like down like the aisle like to the locker.
Yeah, it was ECHL, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was ECHL.
Why the guy, the trainer, like not be like? Why didn't he do anything? He just like,
dude, you have one job.
Watch it. He's like scared of it too.
First of all, why was he carrying it?
Yeah,
dude, there was no way.
Massive bird.
Dude, there was no way he was.
It was like a Gryffindor or something. It was something.
It was something not even like.
It was a griffin. I think isn't that the name of a bird? Like a griffin.
Yeah, griffin. Yeah, no, because remember.
Zero wizard Harry.
No, because remember the Family Guy episode when he goes, "Hey, you're not supposed to be here. What's your name?" And he's like trying to think of like P. And then that Griffin just comes out of nowhere. He's like, Griffin. He's like, fuck.
He's like, crap.
Yeah, that's nuts, dude. If teams start incorporating live mascots.
Yeah, what other team would have like if they had a live mascot, it'd be a problem? Kraken.
The Sharks.
Oh yeah, the Sharks.
Squid.
Yeah.
A Kraken. Yeah. What would the Red Wings? Well, actually, what even is? I was thinking like an octopus.
No, it's octopus, but their actual like thing is like a
It's like a wheel, right?
It's a wheel because it's Motor City.
Yeah, Motor City.
Yeah, the wing. Yeah, that makes sense. It's
What's
like,
a Canuck?
I think it's a fish.
Is it a fish? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that's like a slang for like a Canadian person, isn't it? Like a Canuck.
I don't know.
I don't know if they take offense to that or not.
A cuck.
No, yeah, I think it might be also like a fisherman or something. Like I don't know, unless.
The Leafs just bring out a leaf.
Yeah, it's a maple leaf. It's like
thing stinks.
Marijuana leaf. Who else has a fucking crazy mascot in the NHL?
The Capitals is like a big bird.
Yeah, it's a
isn't
screaming
it?
eagle.
Yeah.
They couldn't have that. It's like it's pretty much a bald eagle. Is there
a predator? The Nashville Preds.
No, they just have Bob there.
Yeah, it's a sexual predator.
Oh, the Yotes.
A Yodi? Yeah. Those things are
Yeah,
gross.
some of the teams would just be weak, like the Ducks, just bringing out like some shitty duck.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It's like, that thing stinks.
The Aflac duck.
Like the Oilers, what are they bringing out? Like a can of oil?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it'd be tough for some of these teams to incorporate that in. I'm down for the live mascot, so give me it. It's good. It'd be good for the game.
Gary Bettman should just dial that in, dude. Send a letter.
I could just see a caged bear just like hitting the boards or the glass. And just
it's Boston people. They would just like jump it, like mug it, just curb stomp it.
There's like a glass, like it's just caged in. It's just like hitting against the window and like the boards, and like there's people that are just sitting like this, where it's like caged in, just like I could see a crazy bastards doing that in Boston.
Well, whenever you tune into the high slot, you know the boys will get off the rails at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry for keeping you. I mean, we're kind of keeping you busy. Whatever, fuck it.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
It's all for the people. It's all for the listeners. So as always, we'd like to thank our producer, Mass Music Radio. They continue to produce music for the masses. And if you haven't already, be sure to go check them out and their other featured podcasts over at massmusicradio.com. That's massmusicradio.com. All right, boys, I think that just about wraps it up for us tonight. We hope you enjoyed another episode of The High Slot. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to go check us out on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, at High Slot Podcast for more daily hockey content. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, everyone.
Peace.
See ya.